Okay, good morning. This will be another quick Monday check-in, and for the record, I think my first standing video. I'm standing up in this one and not sitting down, for what it's worth. I'm always all about trying something different, I guess. But I just wanted to, well, as it says here, and I just put these down as sort of bullet points to remind myself of what I wanted to say. The story is just kind of that. I repeated a mistake that I did before. I guess I'm a slow learner. I think last weekend my approach was a little off. And for a combination of reasons. I mean, NHL hockey is back on, and so that became pretty time consuming. Although for all of the games that I watched and listened to, I just felt like I had too much on my mind and I had trouble paying attention. But that, in addition to really being kind of self-absorbed and self-consumed over the weekend, I sometimes I have a habit of listening to my own stuff or going through my own stuff analytically. It's I think it got to an unhealthy point where yeah, I was just sort of playing back my own videos and things that I made. And of course, when I'm doing that, that takes time away that I can be elsewhere in the community and watching other videos and supporting, elsewhere. So yeah, I did that to the point where it became self-conscious, I guess. Was really self-conscious about my own stuff. And I think I don't know. I think the results actually appear in the views, or I haven't seen it actually, but I think the the lack thereof, I guess, for some other stuff that I put up, which I mean is completely okay. I mean, it's anybody's choice to watch or not watch whatever they want to, but I think especially with like the Mike Owens, I was doing stuff through the day, and so I did those videos at different times and tried to cram them in there at weekends and probably should have just gone to bed, but. Coming up this week, and actually, I was gonna, if I make a fourth point here, it would be that I'm going to, and I'll put this in writing. I am going to try to cut back a little bit, cut down a little bit. I'm probably not going to upload. I was trying to do like twice, like two videos in a 24-hour span, do videos that are 12 hours apart. I think on some days like today, I'll still be able to do that, but on other days, it just isn't conducive to my schedule, I guess, and my workload. So uh, probably some days I'll just do the one now, especially with the channel and its early going. I really kind of wanted to get it up and running and just have like, a body of content there and plus get the practice in. But it's probably about as good as it's ever going to get for the time being. And honestly, maybe by doing less, like I'll be more energized and everything when it comes, time to actually sit down and record a video. I'll be a little less tired, a little less rushed. Um, so cutting back this week but coming up this week at the same time, I will mention verbally at least. I'm not going to put anything here in writing, but I have noted and really like the idea, for example, of a Vegas San Jose request with shootout, especially now that I'm not doing a shootout hockey project. It'll be nice, like just to tackle some one-offs for fun like that. And I already have this geeky idea that I've cooked up in my head about just reenacting Game Seven. And anyway, so look forward to that. If not this week, then soon. Similar with Hockey Time, a game that I introduced on Saturday. I'm going to go over that, and I think I'm going to combine that actually with Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey to generate some simple player stats to go with the game as well. And I think it'll be neat actually to try out that formula. And again, if that doesn't end up happening this week, it's definitely on my radar and it will come soon. But I just wanted to mention those things aside, or in addition to the more obvious things like, well, the projects really now that are ongoing. The Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey, I've been a little disorganized with that in the early going. So again, I'm kind of glad that, I feel like I can offer better content for that project in time to come. I'm going to get things more organized with that both online and print and video. Which again, I'm still going back and forth on whether or not I will actually do an upload every game. I don't know if there'd be any interest in that and or enough interest in that, and then also. It would be pretty time consuming again as well. It would take time away from other things that I could be doing, and but I will circle back and say this. I think that if I could just do a game night where I barely talk at all and I just blitz out several games where I try to say as little as possible, which for me isn't so easy. I don't know, once the camera's turned on, I become a bit of a blabbermouth. But yeah, just something where, like, for example, if there are 3 or 4 games on the schedule that day, like, I could do 3 or 4 games in 20 minutes if I really sort of put the pedal to the metal and just, nose to the grindstone and just went forward and did it and said little. So I might do something like that where I'm rolling, saying numbers, calling goals, trying not to. But then other times I might want to sort of pull back and talk a little bit about the players and the history and what I know of them, my experiences of them. If I saw them in a game where they did well, that I still recall even years later, things like that. So anyway, finally, if you haven't already, left this video and gone there already, I think that probably some of the same people, and very sorry, I will take this video down if you don't want me sort of mentioning you personally, but I saw this fantastic video last night. I sort of, and it was on my way actually to putting something else on to listen to it and try to catch up to content that I enjoy consuming. Again, the apology, I became a little self-consumed over the weekend, and that wasn't by design. I'm not trying to be selfish. I just got to this place where I was getting really analytical about my own stuff, and so that's how things transpire. But um, Paradise Blast, this is well, you can go and watch the video and it will be explained there better than I can explain it right now. But this is a hybrid between the games Paradise Hockey and Hockey Blast. And so while I think some of the same people might view this channel as would view, and sorry if I have your name incorrect, I'm going to pronounce it my best. I'm going to say Ali Nimala. And again, please correct me if you would pronounce it differently. Formerly Retro Replays. His channel was called Retro Replays, but I can understand the change because there are a few Retro Replays. There were a few channels with the name Unreal Hockey. So for the record, because Gmail actually gave me the name hockeyunreal@gmail.com, I looked at it and just thought, well, I'll change it over. So that's why it's Hockey Unreal and no longer Unreal Hockey, which it was for like a day or two. But again, check out this video. It's really cool. Like right from the moment that you see what he's using for a game board, and he has a lot of really nice ideas. I do still want to get that PDF. I haven't forgotten about that. And this is a really interesting hybrid, and it's the kind of stuff, like, I make the kind of content that I would like to see myself, and so it's really interesting when content like that comes up. And so I thought I would give a big shout out here in writing and otherwise. And anyway, that's about all that I got for the time being. Everybody have a great day, and I'm going to try to do the same, and bye for now.